Greetings, fellow dragon fruit lovers. This is Paul, and I'm very excited to share a tasting review on this very unique and rare variety called 3S Red. Now, if you know a little bit about Paul Thompson, look at that, it's over a pound and a quarter almost. But if you know a little bit about Paul Thompson, 3S became the only variety he named called Delight. Now, throughout the years, I've heard that there was a 3.5 called Punch. And I got this plant from my friend Leo Manuel, the late Leo Manuel, who was very close friends with Paul Thompson. So this could very well be the fabled 3.5 Punch. Now, Leo labeled his pot 3S Red from Manny. I do not know who Manny is, but you can see some of the sister seedling fruit here. This is 9S. Now, this was renamed Dark Star, I believe, but Leo also had the original seedlings. So this is 9S. And then the fabled 4S, which is really hard to find too. This one is supposedly pale pink. So let's get to it. Let's try 3S Red. Now, it did ironically actually crack at the end and a bunch of ants were in there. So I thought I was gonna let it sit one more day, but it actually started to break apart off at the end. And look at that. That is not Delight. So this could very well be the fabled Punch. Now I'm gonna keep this labeled 3S Red because I don't know for a fact if it's Punch, but let's go ahead and give this puppy an official review. Now, first off the bat, let's see how it scores on the Brix refractometer. Let's see the sample that I take, how much roughly the sugar percentage is of the fruit. So you zero it out with distilled water, and then you're gonna wanna use the center part of the fruit to get the most accurate reading. Now, you do not want to use the flesh of the fruit. You just want to use the juice, and you don't want to get any seeds in it because it will skew the data. So I've seen a couple big farms online just use the flesh, the pulp, like Three Lucky Mountains. That is not going to be an accurate reading, I hate to say. So hopefully they'll start using a strainer or using this method with a pipette. Okay, the moment of truth. If I push the button right. Wow, 19 7/10. So this is really close to 20, which is kind of the score that I like to keep in my breeding program. And look at that, beautiful fruit. 3S Red Flesh. So thank you, Leo, my dear friend that passed on, and thank you, Manny, for giving this to Leo. And let's see how it tastes. That's delicious. Wow. Kind of like Dark Star or Purple Haze. It is very similar to its sister seedlings, but this is a nice large fruit, really pretty flesh. Very juicy. Moist. The seed to flesh ratio is nice. No earthiness detected in the seeds. And overall, just a pleasant, lovely fruit. Man, I'm so stoked. Such an interesting piece of history. I wish I could go back in time and talk to Paul Thompson and see about this unique seedling. So 3S Red. And as you can see, it's not really red. It's just darker flesh. Really pleasant, typical kind of, how would I describe this flavor? It's different than some, I wouldn't call it a watermelon, like some of the Guatemalans, I kind of refer to that flavor. This one's hard to describe. Really clean. It doesn't taste quite as sweet as almost 20. What was it, 19 7/10? But it's really balanced, really enjoyable, light, delicious, no aftertaste, and just a beautiful, look at that color. There's a little bit of, it's a really interesting color. I don't think this is just a mislabeled 5S or anything. I think this is something unique. So there you go. 3S Red. I'd rate this a 9 out of 10. Really great fruit, really balanced. There's some acidity to it. It's not too flavorful, like overwhelming. It's really just a great, delicious, sweet fruit. Highly recommend it. So there you go, 3S Red. Give us a like and a subscribe. Thanks so much for your time. And we'll be doing a tasting on this fruit tomorrow. I just picked it, the 4S, which would be a sister seedling to these varieties. So thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed this. Have yourself a wonderful day. And we have lots more unique fruit that we're gonna be tasting very soon.